Mike Moore Media.
I'm talking with Jennifer Lester, Director of Corporate Education and Training, Workforce Development at Rockingham Community College. Jennifer, it's been a while since we talked. Hope things are going well. For those that may not know, give us an update. What do you do at RCC?
Sure, that's a great question. So as you mentioned, my title is Director of Corporate Education and Training, and so I have a phenomenal team these days who works with business and industry to help meet training needs, help meet needs of business and industry. So, for example, this team includes business and industry liaison for the college and customized training, apprenticeships and internships, our small business center, and some continuing education programs like cabinet making, woodworking, and some of our vehicle safety and emissions classes.
Wow, there's a lot going on in your department and with your team.
Yeah, definitely.
Always, yeah. Let's expand a little bit on corporate and customized training. Tell us a little bit more about that.
I'd be happy to. So when we talk about corporate training, we talk about any business or industry in the community is more than welcome to contact us, and we are happy to have conversations about setting up classes to meet the needs of their employees. These will come with a fee of some sort, just depending on the length of the class and the materials that are needed and all of that. But for example, recently we've set up training with one of our local governments on customer service, and we're doing that in one of their training rooms at their facility. We do Excel training, leadership training. We've had companies want some basic machine safety, so we've done those trainings for them. We've had companies who are putting just a couple students through, several machine classes, for example. So there's a lot of opportunity. There is just a lot of exciting new programs coming to be. So, for example, we have a new program that is a certified production tech program, which would be very beneficial for a lot of our manufacturers to either put new employees through or to come glean employees from that program once they graduate. But that program is a 16-week program that allows students to earn, I believe, 5 credentials that are third-party credentials used in business and industry. So there's just a lot of really great things happening right now, a lot of really phenomenal programs, and we are happy to work with business and industry to talk about their needs and their budget and that type of thing. Customized training, on the other hand, is a program that is run by the state of North Carolina, and that is more specifically for manufacturers and a few other industry types. But that program allows us to set up training plans for companies that, if they're approved, money comes from the state to help pay for that training. So there's just a lot of really exciting things going on right now to help build our workforce and help train the workforce that's already in business and industry.
Oh, wow. It sounds like it. That's great. And this is so important and a great way to connect with what you're doing there at RCC and Workforce Development and making that connection here in Rockingham County. We've talked about apprenticeship before and how important that is, but it's been a while since we got an update on the RockATOP program here in Rockingham County. We're really proud of that. Give us an update on that, please.
Sure. We are really proud of that, and that's a great example of a partnership in our community that we currently have. So right now, in August, we recently signed our 6th cohort of youth apprentices through RockATOP, which we are thrilled about. And we graduated our 2nd class. So right now, RockATOP has approximately 16 graduates who have gone through a 4 to 5 year program, completely finished, their employees at their place of employment. But the 6th cohort we just signed brings us to 36 current registered youth apprentices in manufacturing and 4 registered apprentices in our new teacher prep program. So 36 manufacturing, 4 teacher prep. We have 9 companies that are part of RockATOP, and I'm in talks with 2 more to potentially come on board. So there are so many exciting things happening right now with apprenticeship. And I would like to remind any companies who are listening that this is a great way to build your talent pipeline, to grow your the knowledge that you have within your business and industry before you lose those people who are getting ready to retire and currently hold all that knowledge. So great program. And there are opportunities outside of RockATOP for apprenticeship as well. For example, we do have a company right now who has an adult apprentice, and they're not part of the RockATOP program. So any companies who'd like to talk about that, I would love to have that conversation.
Okay, very good. And you're out in the community and high schools and community night events and open houses and doing a lot of that too, aren't you?
We are, and I will say so. We are getting ready to start high school visits again to start that recruitment process. Mm-hmm. So those will be in October. We're working with the school system and with Bethany Community and some of our other schools to actually go and talk to students on campus. But we will have a community night on, I believe it's October 24th at 6 p.m. That will be at the Economic Development Building, which is in the Governmental Center Mm-hmm. And so on October 24th, parents and students, our homeschool families, private school families, anybody is welcome to come learn about the program, learn what they need to do to apply, and the application deadline will probably be right around that last day of the public schools in December.
Mm-hmm. Okay. I've jotted down these numbers as you've told us about the 16 graduates and the 36 and the 4 and the 9. This is exciting to see how this program has grown and developed, isn't it?
Yes, it is thrilling to see how it's grown and developed.
Yeah, okay. Let's talk about very important month coming up, October, National Manufacturing Month. And what does that mean to what you're doing at RCC?
Sure. So Manufacturing Month is an effort to really highlight the reality and the future in manufacturing. I think sometimes we still have an idea that manufacturing is a very dangerous place, a very dirty place, and it can be dirty a little bit depending on what you're doing. But if you would step foot into many of our manufacturers today, it is a completely different world than our grandparents' manufacturing. Mm-hmm. And so Manufacturing Month, the Manufacturing Day, which is usually the first Friday of October, is really an effort to show the opportunity in manufacturing, the great paying jobs, the opportunity for stability, the technology, the opportunities for growth. And it's also a time for us to thank our manufacturers. So in Rockingham County, manufacturing is our largest industry. And so it's a time to just kind of come together and say thank you for what they're doing.
Well, we certainly say thank you in October, but all through the year as well, that's for sure.
Definitely.
Let's talk about partnerships, and you mentioned teamwork and all of that, but partnerships are very important. Tell us a little bit more about that.
Sure. And I believe that in our county, in our community, we are much better and stronger together, mm-hmm. and intentional partnerships are really important to help get us where we need to be. There's really not a place for silos and for, holding information. We need to be working together so we can meet all of the needs of our community and our individuals. So some of there are a lot of amazing things happening in our community, but some of them I just want to highlight real quick.
Sure.
So for example, the county, the chambers of commerce, the school system, RCC have come together to hold a county-wide career exploration event next week for 7th and 10th graders, and this is called the Envision Career Exploration Event. And we're thrilled about this. We have employers who have come on board to set up and do activities for the students to help them learn a little bit more about what their industry looks like. We've got academic programs that are coming to set up. We have lots of people who are willing to volunteer to help with the event. And we're going to have a tremendous number of 7th graders here on October 5th and 10th graders at RCC on October 6th to go through this event. And this event is open to private and homeschool students as well, although I will say that we can really only accommodate the 7th and the 10th graders. So if you are a homeschool family that wants more information, you can reach out to me. Another great partnership, I think, is, again, our apprenticeship programs. You've got companies, schools, community partners coming together to make a difference in the lives of these students, but also in the lives of our manufacturers and our companies who are taking on board apprentices. You've got things like the Partnership for Children Task Force, who are looking into the child care crisis and what can we do about that, because that affects every aspect of our community. We have the Chambers of Commerce, who have some amazing programs going on. These are just a few that I want to highlight, like the Leadership Rockingham program that just started. All 3 chambers coming together to work on that, I think, is phenomenal. I'm on the board for the Reedsville Chamber of Commerce, and we have a workforce development committee that's made up of a lot of different individuals from a lot of different areas of the workforce that we're coming together to look at the needs of the workforce and how we can help make a difference. We've got the Reedsville Business Expo coming up, which again is a committee of a lot of different people from a lot of different industries coming together to plan this event and put this on. That's October 26th. RCC and Economic Development and the Chambers of Commerce recently put on an employer panel at RCC to learn about soft skills that are needed in the workforce. I talked about the Envision event. Our Small Business Center director, Randy Hunt, goes out to our chambers each month and has office hours at our chambers to meet with small businesses. We just had this great Place Your Bet on Reedsville series in Reedsville with the City of Reedsville, the Reedsville Chamber of Commerce, Economic Development, RCC. Rotary is another great example of great partnerships. Lots of people in the community coming together to raise money for scholarships, for polio research, for all kinds of things. I recently attended the Rockingham County Education Foundation impact auction for the College Advising Program. The College Advising Program is an amazing partnership that is benefiting our whole community and increasing the college-going culture of our community. RCC has program advisory committees that business and industry can serve on to help direct our curriculum and our focus and help make sure that we're meeting the needs of business and industry. So there's so many. These are just very quick, very brief examples, and there's so many examples of phenomenal partnerships that are happening in Rockingham County, which I think is amazing, and I think it's going to help us to grow and move forward into the future.
Jennifer, you have packed a lot of information into this program. I'm so impressed every time we talk. Thank you and your team for all of your hard work and making those connections for all of us across our county. If someone needs more information on what you're doing with workforce development at RCC, what's the best way to get in touch with you?
Sure. So they are welcome to call. Our number here at the college is 336-342-4261. Always welcome to call. And like I said, there's a lot of things I didn't mention in workforce development. I'm only speaking from my little area here, so there's a lot of great things going on. They can also reach out to me via email. And so my email is just my last name, so Lester, Lesterj, 8179 at rockinghamcc.edu.
Wonderful. Okay. I'll get so excited when I hear all of the good things happening at Rockingham Community College. Thank you, Jennifer. I appreciate it very much. Hope you have a great October coming up. We'll talk again.
Okay. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye.
All right. There's an update on some of the good things happening in workforce development. That's Jennifer Lester. She is Director, Corporate Education and Training, Workforce Development at Rockingham Community College. Get more information at rockinghamcc.edu.